mentioned in your book that Vanars were not monkeys.
Oh,
So how?
very interesting. Well, why did this bother me? This bothered me because when you read Tulsi Ramayan, Tulsi's Vanars are bandar, literally bandar. This is how he treats them. But when you read Valmiki Ramayan, it is impossible to believe that they are monkeys. Because he is saying that they were all educated, they were knowledgeable, they had kingdoms to lose and kingdoms to win, they had their social, moral values, and
They were educated, right? And they were literate and they were educated. They were
literate, and their women were very educated, highly respected. Both Ruma and Tara were so highly respected. And so Valmiki is not really treating them as monkeys. It was a big challenge. I thought, how do I determine that they were not monkeys? If they were not monkeys, who were they? Then, when I kept on doing research, going back, I found a book by Arnold Wright. Arnold Wright. The title of the book was Southern India, Its History, People, Commerce and Industrial Assets, something like that. It was published in 1914-15. It was more of an encyclopedia compilation of various kind of gazetteers which were issued during British times. And in this, he had mentioned that in South India, there are certain tribes which are monkey-faced. Some features of their faces are looking like monkeys. And they have a system of tying a loin cloth, making a tail. They make artificial tail through their loin cloth, take it out through their dhoti. And that they are slightly smaller, in slightly lesser size than the normal other human beings. And they are very agile and active. And in fact, this Arnold Wright himself connected them to Ramayana. He said this is what Valmiki was mentioning. And over 7,000 years, lot of changes would have come. Their population in 1871 gazetteer was supposed to be 3,54,544. This is also he has mentioned. This is in the British gazetteer. These were the number of these people. I have mentioned in my book, quoted everything. So, to my mind, what Valmiki mentioned are not really monkeys, but they are monkey-faced tribes who took probably longer to get into the physical human form as we all have, but their brains were developed. They could fight wars, they could construct bridges, they had kingdoms, everything was there. So it is probably this, and that's why you read, if you read Valmiki Ramayan and Tulsi Ramayan, how Hanuman's tail was put on fire, there is a lot of difference. Valmiki only mentioned that to his tail, a long cotton cloth was tied up, made very long, and then it was, some oil was sprinkled on it and it was put on fire. And he in the end also writes that his tail was not even hurt, only the cloth was burnt. See, this is how I found the similarity in the two descriptions. Whereas for Tulsi, it's a long tail. So this is how I concluded that Valmiki Ramayan mentions about Vanar tribes, not about monkeys.